What's up, homies? Unit 5 Learning Guide. Problem 1A, graphing an exponential function. So where do we start with an exponential function? Same place you would start with a log function. You want to start with the asymptote. So in this graph, we're going to be referring back to the mama function, basic exponential function, which looks like that. Key point on an exponential function is that y-intercept right there at 0, 1. That's going to be the point we are tracking. So let's figure out where that point goes. Well, first off, this plus 2 is going to shift everything up 2. So I can move everything up 2, and I can dash in my horizontal asymptote because these functions have horizontal asymptotes. So move up 2 with that plus 2. What next? Next, I have an x minus 3, which means my graph is going to move to the right 3. So I will give myself 1, 2, 3 tick marks to the right. And that will tell me that this point right there has moved up 2 and right 3. So I need to be 1 above my asymptote, and I need to be to the right 3. So that puts me right here. And I should probably label that point, and I will label it as 3, comma 3. Let's show one more point. If I go one more to the right, this next point is going to be whatever the value of my base is. So 1, comma, whatever that base is, up above the asymptote. So in my instance, my base is E. So I need to be up E from the asymptote. And E is roughly 2.718, roughly. So give myself some squiggles there. So about 2.7. So I need to be about 2.7 above that asymptote. So 1, 2 above, 3 above, somewhere in there, probably right around that spot right there. And I can label that point as the x value being 4, and the y value being E above my asymptote, and my asymptote is at 2, so that would just be 2 plus E, just like that. Now I can sketch it in. I have enough information to give myself that shape. There we have it. So domain, it's an exponential function. Exponential function domain will always be all real numbers. Give myself a little set builder notation right there. Range is going to be all real numbers that are greater than 2. So I could maybe use some interval notation. Y is in the interval going from 2 up into infinity, not including 2 or infinity, so parentheses on both. We need to find the x-intercept and we need to find the y-intercept. Well, this thing will not have any x-intercepts, so that is not applicable because it has that horizontal asymptote. So think about your range, right? It doesn't go to a y value of 0. But it does have a y-intercept, and we can find a y-intercept by setting x equal to 0. And so what we'll get is e to the negative 3 plus 2. You could leave it like that. You could say, little equal sign. You could say 1 over e cubed plus 2. Whatever you want to do, that's the idea, though. It's not an exact value, but it is an algebraic expression representing where that y-intercept is.